was good. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Here's Holmgren. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Boston on offense. And here's Holiday. To the middle. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. And the basket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Holiday with the ball. And stolen by Holmgren.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And so Holiday will bring it up to the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a hot pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Williams. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Dort. Clock at 4. Driving to the basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice use of strength by Dort. He runs into the inside contact, but pushes right through it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Porzingis. Outside White. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Holmgren. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Celtics trail by 8. Porzingis sets a screen to the inside. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Caruso. It's Dort on the wing. 4-3. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Thunder leading by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Fires for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. So Dort's got 5 now.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
It's tipped. Holiday up top. Inside. Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Williams misses.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And stolen by Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to White. The kick to Tatum. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
That guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And that one good. So Dort got 7.
You can't forget to box out Dort. When you do, he looks to score on the offensive glass.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's White. No made baskets yet. White on the wing. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Thunder leading by 10. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside White. 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Tatum can't hit.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Down low. And stolen by Holiday. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Drew Holiday. Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. 1:27 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Brown. And stolen by Williams. Dort for 3. Sinks it from distance. So Dort got 10 points.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Pass to Holiday. Here's Tatum. He's got 5. That shot off. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 19-6 run. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hartenstein. Hauled in by Brown. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. So that'll be a 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Jason Tatum. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Pure from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter. The deep 3 from Porzingis. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder leading by 17 at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More 2K action in just a moment. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oklahoma City leading by 17. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Outside Tatum. Brown inside. The kick out to White. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound Boston. Right side Tatum. And Brown with the stuff.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close. Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal from that pass.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Caruso outside. And a strong finish with two hands.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
Chalk up 2 there. Porzingis has got 15 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Boston ball.
Outside Porzingis. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Rejected by Holmgren. Toward outside. To the paint. And that one's good. Holmgren.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston, where the Celtics will square off.
Caruso.
And that one's good, Caruso. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allows you to not have to change the way you play.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Williams a screen to the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Brown right side. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there. We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Boston off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Outside Tatum. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. defense, the Thunder. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Kristaps Porzingis a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's White. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out sets, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Here's White. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. To the inside. Good D by Holmgren.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Down low. Here's White. And White slams it in.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Over in the corner, Dort. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Tatum. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Porzingis.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Pass to Holmgren. There's Williams. And Tatum pulls it down. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his third foul of the game.
Third team foul.
It's to Porzingis. Right side, White.
If you need to cool somebody off on the offensive end, put Mr. Dort on him. This guy's so disruptive.
Here's Caruso. And here is Williams. Back to Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Holmgren with it. With 4 seconds on the clock. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Boston. Holiday looking over the floor. Here goes Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Back to Dort. Just 3 to shoot. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a #2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Now here's White. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for Boston.
What a weapon the three has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Now here's Williams. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Dort. And good that time.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Knocked away. 2 minutes. Outside Williams. Back to Caruso. Offline with his 3. Boston leading by 4. It's to Porzingis. Outside, Dort. Here's Holmgren. Guarded by Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Outside Holiday. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 4. And Brown over to help. On the wing, Williams. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
1:03 left in the first half. Right side Tatum. There's Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
Caruso with the ball. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Celtics leading by 8. Out to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
8 seconds left here in the second.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Down low. Holmgren with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Caruso, no good. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your 2 best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Celtics leading by 10. Pass to Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. Outside, Holiday. 6 to shoot. Brown wide open. He fires. The second effort. And it's Porzingis laying it in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
Well, you love the physicality by Porzingis. Mix it up off the backboards, KP.
Porzingis with the steal. And here's Brown outside. The Thunder pull it in. Pass to Dort. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Outside, Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Porzingis.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now, here's Dort. 10 points for him. Holmgren can't hit. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that. Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still yet to score. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Hartenstein. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Brown outside. Launches a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Jaylen Brown has tightened his handle, and that allows him to be effective as a pick-and-roll option.
Pass to Hartenstein. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Brown. With the drive. And they recover it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Hartenstein.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics, number 42.
Thunder on D. Down by 15. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Now, here's Tatum. 11 points in the game. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Lou Dort at his best, being a factor on the defensive end and getting down the floor in a hurry. Nicely done.
Here's Horford. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The kick out to Brown. Right side Horford. Outside Tatum. Back to Horford. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the block. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Thunder trailing by 15. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Horford. They're running. Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Boston making a switch here. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
Here's Holiday. And there it is for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Hartenstein. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Thunder trailing by 15. To the middle. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren Kevin was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
They get a hand on it. Caruso with the steal. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Off target with his three.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
It's Dort on the wing. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done. Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And taken away by Brown. Outside Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Boston.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dort. And it's White with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Right side Holiday. Goes back up. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris